Good morning. We survived. Oh. Is that a skull or is that a hip? I don't know what that is. Let's go. We got things to do. It's gonna be a beautiful day. As long as it's not windy, I'm okay. Yeah, today's a big day to run errands and then go find a new location. I met a new friend. I'll tell you guys how it happened, but that's her. We're heading to the same destination. You ready? Let's go. Deja vu. I'm back. That was my spot yesterday. At least I know it's still available. We can always come back, but I've never gone up to the top and I want to see what's up here. So I just told her I'll find us a spot for both of us. And she's like, oh, so you're staying? I'm not leaving her alone. So we'll stay here. And then she's going to make her way up to courtside. Well, at least I know what's up at the top. She's turning around. I'm like, are you able to turn around? She's like, oh yeah, I'm good at turning around. So you can tell she's been a good driver all her life. People from Canada are so nice. She's turning around. Her rig looks like mine, look. She's so nice. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, twins. Twins. You gonna turn around, Roxy? Huh? You wanna turn around and say hi to everybody? I know. Okay, so now I can tell you guys what just happened. It's like, oh my goodness, just the things that have transpired today. So you know I left this morning early and I went and ran all my errands. And when I was at the laundromat, this is where it started. I was at the laundromat and I started walking next door to O'Reilly's. And I picked up something there and I met a guy in line. And he ends up being a pastor, right? He's heading to courtside. He doesn't look like a pastor. So I'm like, what church? And he goes, Assembly of God. And I'm like, so you believe in the gifts? You believe in speaking in tongues and all that stuff? And he's like, oh yeah. So anyways, we went out, or he left, right? He's walking away. And when I left, I'm like, how could I be with a pastor and not pray? So I chased him down. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm getting my, my car worked on. So I'm like, well, let's pray. Like, we both believe the same thing. Like, we're both on the road. He's been called on the road full-time too. I think full-time. And then there's another guy that was there. And so we all held hands and we prayed. And I felt the presence of God. And anyways, he's got a phenomenal testimony. He used to basically worship Satan, or follow the teachings of, is it Alex Crawley? I think that's his name. I'm not sure. So it was all like flesh driven. Oh, there's a Roxy. She's like, I'll turn around and grace you guys with my presence, my precious face. So yeah, but then he came to the Lord. He's like out there. He's an evangelist, so he's out there preaching the word. And I think he has like a bike ministry or something like that, because he pedals like 5 miles and he just, he tells people about the gospel. So he was fascinating, right? Then I'm like, okay, I've done my laundry. I need to go to Walmart and just get a few items. So I go to Walmart and I'm just kind of figuring out where I'm going to park. And I see this rig and I'm like, oh, that's similar to mine. I'll just park, next to that one. So I go inside, I come out. When I come out, I see this lady putting like a bumper sticker on the back of her RV. And I'm just like, I wonder if she's by herself. Anyway, she ends up approaching me and she's like, can you tell me how to get, you know, back on this highway that I was on? And so I pull up the map, you know, we start talking, and next thing I know, I'm just like, there's forest roads, there's forestry where you can, you know, park overnight. I'll give you directions and I'll show you on the map and everything. And she's like, are you going there? I'm like, well, I wasn't planning to, but I can because it's, you know, it's too hot to go to Quartzsite. And she's like, that's where I'm going. And I go, yeah, it's too hot. So I said, I left this spot last night because I heard some noises, but I'd go back if, you know, if you want to go back there. So we came back to my spot. And now it's like, okay, weird stuff happens, you know, at least there's some type of security, you know, with having someone else at your camp. And so even though she's 82 and she she wouldn't be able to do much, she can barely, you know, hear if I yelled, there's just this false sense of security, just like having Roxy. It's a false sense of security, you know, like she'll bark. She won't bark when she goes to sleep, like she's out. So anyways, but you know what, it gives other people the impression like, oh, there's a group of people there, you know, so I feel safe knowing that people don't look at me like just a single woman with a little fat dog. Fat in a good way, Roxy. P-H-A-T, fat. So anyways, I was just like, yeah. And so she goes, can I pay you? Can I pay you to, you know, take me there? I'm like, you don't have to pay me. Like, that's just ridiculous. But I was just like thinking, there were some sketchy people in Flagstaff. I've never been to Flagstaff and I don't know much about it. I know people have warned me about Phoenix, but Flagstaff has always been like, oh, you know, go there, it's beautiful. But there were some people that I just was like, not dangerous, but just questionable, you know. And so somebody could have easily taken advantage of her, and especially like she's so innocent, you know. She's from Canada. You know how Canadians are. They're just like the nicest people ever. And so I'm like, I need to stay with this woman. And so she's like, are you gonna stay the night? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay the night, don't worry. So anyways, yeah, so we sat out there and talked, and she told me like what got her on the road, what she's doing. I mean, she's amazing. She's out there spreading the word for what's going on in Canada. So, and she might not be allowed back in because they call it mischief. So she's like, I'm like a child. I've been mischievous. So yeah, Canada, I didn't know Canada was just so like corrupt, you know? And so, yeah, she's trying to keep the freedom, you know, keep the freedom, just like what we're doing in, you know, a lot of people are doing in the States, you know, they're fighting for their freedoms. So it was interesting, and she's very, you know, passionate about it. And so yeah, I guess she wants to like have people sign certain things and open up another chapter or something like that. That's why she came to the US. She's got thousands of people following her. She's got important people like bigwigs, you know, meeting with her, flying her places and all that stuff. And so yeah, she's very fascinating. I know I have a friend who's similar with her passion with political stuff, you know. And gosh, if I could introduce both of them. But you know, this lady's from Canada, so it's like, it's things that affect, I'm trying to get Roxy in there, things that affect Canadians, and we're in the US, so it's different for us here. But she's trying to get she's trying to make Canada the 51st state, you know. So she's trying to get signatures so that Canada is part of the US and not under a dictatorship. So that's her story right there. Anyways, yeah, it's been an interesting day. But she went in to cook her supper. She called it supper. I say dinner, but she called it supper. And so I thought, oh, I'll take Roxy in, you know, let her go to sleep. She's exhausted. She's had a day. But we were out there. It's beautiful out there. We have a really nice campsite. And I wanted to show you guys this campsite, but I had to leave. And it was really windy the previous day, so there wasn't much I could film. But there's some beautiful flowers here. It's just gorgeous. And now I have a campmate along with Roxy. Roxy and what is her name? I want to say Alberta, but she's from Alberta. It'll come to me. And then maybe you guys can meet her. I haven't told her that I have a YouTube channel. I don't like to tell people. But I can ask her if I could spread her information and, you know, draw attention to her cause. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great day. Or evening. Yeah, evening. Good night.